Hello and welcome. This is going to be a Divine Masculine check-in for Earth signs for today's Aquarius Full Moon. Well, the Sun is in Leo. It's August 3rd, 2020. And what I've got here, save us a little bit of time, I've laid out some of these cards for the check-in for where they are right now. And well, first of all, I want to say, I'm hearing it in the background, my neighbor's dog's barking, which, pay attention to something. There could be some sort of intruder sort of thing happening, and I'm getting a strong sense of, movement of, something coming towards you. And it could be, it could be something coming towards them, since this is a reading for them, or it could be them coming towards you, or something, that there's some sort of ripple that has occurred, and it has to do with the completion of their karmic cycles beforehand, which makes sense because Saturn right now is retrograde in Capricorn, which definitely an earth sign, and so the earth signs are going to be feeling it more than others are, and they've been planted, and they're sprouting. They're starting to reach towards spirit and source and recognize that there is more to the world than just working. This is typically for Sun, Moon, and Rising, but you can apply to Venus, Mars, and the North Node signs too for your masculines if it feels like it's fitting. And what I'm seeing here is that they've come to the realization that there's truth in the world that they have yet to explore, understand. And they're coming out of old cycles that have kept them stuck, and really, whatever it is that they've been going through, and we'll clarify a little bit, it's allowing them to finally retrieve some soul pieces that have been locked away and blocked because of various karmic cycles going on. And it's really drawing them back to you. They're recognizing that you are a piece of who they are, and they're starting to recognize that there's not, those of you that are in separation, they're recognizing you've not really been in separation, which means that those of you divine femmes watching this have likely already gotten there. And for those of you that haven't, get to a space where you recognize that even if they're not there with you physically, they're always there with you in the 5D, and that, you can claim that, you can reclaim that space. And when you no longer feel like you've been in separation, you've been in union this whole time, you've just been going through these learning cycles. And when you recognize it in that way, you stop holding the union out of place, which allows it to manifest in 3D, in the middle world, in the present. And so a lot of them, I think, are actually starting to notice that the shifting timelines and cycles going on, and they're allowing it, they're trusting spirit. But let's get a little bit more clarification and see what's going on. What is this, what's the seed for these earthy divine masculines, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus going on here for this full moon? Ooh, pop right out here. Okay. Got the Ace of Pentacles, and it popped up right over the top of the Emperor with the Four of Swords on the bottom. So they're praying, and it looks, I think what it is they're kind of turning away from greed. Let's get one more card, please. Thank you. About this conception, what are they reaching to? How about this? What are they reaching towards? Interesting. Okay, so we got the King of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You know what this suggests to me, actually, that they're letting go of the things in the past that were materialistic, that they thought, whether a house or money or recognition in some sort of way, because they're recognizing that that's not getting them where they want to go. In fact, instead of giving them something beautiful to look at like this, it's making them feel stuck and just overwhelmed with things that are going on. And they're recognizing that's not maturity. That's not wealth. It's not bringing them what they want. Yeah, and they're starting to notice that there's a need to be intuitive, and there's a need to look at where the winding road goes, and recognize that you're not going to always know what's there, but if you sit in here, they know what's going to keep happening. If they keep doing more of the same, they're going to get more of the same. And they're tired of that. They want to feel divine. They want to feel young again. They want to feel rested. They want to come to you. Yeah, they want to come to you and tell you. All right, let's see. What is this truth that has helped get them there? Thank you, Spirit, for giving us a little clarity. They've been stuck in victim mode. They've been not looking at all the bounty around them. Thank you for another card. And this could also be karmic energy in there too. Like, could, you know, whether it's been toxic or not, it's helped them realize that there's more to manifest. This is kind of the first of the suits. They're getting more heart focused, and it's really connecting them with their sacral chakra, their sexual energy, and bringing them into the more positive side of their solar plexus energy, their ego. They're in fact, I think for some of these earthy dominant divine masculines, they're looking at their karmic situation and they're disgusted with it. They're disgusted with themselves and with the people that they've got into, and they're recognizing that it's time to let that go, which is likely why they're reclaiming. Let's see, what are they reclaiming? What are they reclaiming? What are they working on pulling back to themselves? Joy. And on the bottom, when I pulled that one, was the High Priestess. So Divine Femme, too. Let's get one more card. What are they reclaiming? Oh. They're a little bit more of their ego. And then look what's on the bottom again. We had High Priestess before. Now we have Nine of Pentacles. They're likely reclaiming their singlehood, and they're reclaiming their connection to you. They want reunion. That's what this card can often mean too. They're probably getting to a space. Yeah, they're tired of the karma, the confusion. They realize they walked away into a bad situation. They walked away from their twin flame, and they want love now. They thought that's what they were going to get, but it wasn't. It just created slowness. They got with a diva rather than a divine femme, and that turned them even more into their narcissistic ego energy. And now they've got crap commitments that were not what they agreed to in the beginning. It's not helping them upgrade. But it is bringing them a strange sort of enlightenment, and it's been putting them in hermit modes so those that have not been speaking to you much, that's part of why. But they're seeing through it. They're seeing there's a thief among them, that the person that they're with is not you. And they're impatient. They're ready to have their legacy. And they're feeling really that they want to talk with you, they want to sit with you, they want to offer you their tantric energy, and they're tired of the tricks that are going on at home. They thought they got into it because they thought they could have a better financial start, but they're restless about it. They feel like they're being treated like a kid, and they recognize they've not been taking the cup from Spirit, and Spirit's been creating different situations to get them to wake up and realize they're being too defensive, and that's not strength. Strength is taming your impulses and making commitments to situations that you know. Well, not even that you know. It's like recognizing that you do what you love, and that brings you reconciliation and healing. And they're tired of feeling immature. They're tired of feeling like they're stuck in codependent situations. They're seeing you as trapped. You probably aren't, but they're seeing this is what they feel like they've done to you, especially with their lies. And for some of them, they might seek counseling, or they might come to you for counsel. They're afraid that you're going to cut them down, and especially if this karmic is somebody that was with them from the past, they're afraid that you're going to do this to them. But they're listening to Spirit, and they're recognizing there's something different about you, and that they can build with you, and they're ready to end whatever commitment. They're ready to stop being so worried about what the community might say. They've learned their lesson. Let's see. What is it that they're bringing into the middle world right now? Ooh, we got a number of cards flipping around here. What are they bringing in here? You know, the horse is often, it's a community and empathy, psychic nature. I'm seeing the home in there, this guiding light. I'm getting a strong sense on that they're feeling called towards home, which is you. And this is you, I think. This is what popped out. Which is, it is juggling, but it's also playfulness. And it's, I mean, it's got the infinity symbol in there. Okay, we got strength reversed. Let's get one more card, please, Spirit. Oh, I got 2 more. Oh, I don't think 3 more, actually. Nope, were those it? Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so. Interesting. I think what this is saying is that the juggling is making them tired. The 3D juggling is making them tired. And they want this. They want more than oh, I totally moved that around. More than, they're tired of juggling and trying to go for a pentacle situation, but they're feeling somewhat playful. I think what they're bringing in, I think what they're doing is they're going to come to you sort of like a dog that's rolling over on its belly and saying, okay, all right, I recognize what happened. I see that I jumped into a bad situation. I was in victim mode. I didn't understand a lot of things, and that I would like to reclaim. I want to be able to have this situation with you. And I'm seeing on the bottom here too, like it's funny that this is movement. They're changing their viewpoint, I think is what that's saying. Come on, you. Oh well. They're done with the other options. If there's somebody that's had exes around, or they've been in codependent cycles, things like that, they're done with that. They're done with the conflict. They want to be nurtured. And they want the depth too. This is often a card of Scorpio. You know, they want that depth that you offered them. They want that security. If they're gonna, they want to tell you everything. And if they're gonna carry burdens, they want it, they want it to be with somebody that makes it worth the while, at least. And I think what I'm seeing for some of them is that they're either creating a lot of small tower moments, or the karmics are, or spirit is, and it's making them kind of go into fight or flight mode a bit. Like they're not quite moving yet, but they're getting backstabbed, and they're yeah, they're recognizing that they kind of ended up, it looks like, in kind of a sugar daddy situation. And really it even just reminds them of how divine you really are, while they're stuck with their karmic. They're seeing the truth. Alright, let's get just a couple more cards on what sort of movement we're going to likely see from them. Now, this could happen today, or it could happen tomorrow, even the next couple of days. This is with the energy of this Aquarius full moon. And Aquarius is a lot to do with the groups, whereas Leo is to do with the individual. So I'm getting a sense for all of the signs that we're likely to see them stand more in their personal power and step away from any group situations, things, if they've been beholden to ideas that old friends or family, or even what they learned on TV and thought was the real deal, they're seeing through that. So let's see, for these earth sign masculines, what are we seeing in terms of movement for this Aquarius full moon? Oh, interesting. Okay, these are actually 2 really good cards to see here. Not only is this is healing, but it's ascension. So healing, ascension, and I mean, there's they've got emotional baggage going on in here to some degree. I mean, they're carrying some passengers in there. For some of you, it could be that they want to travel away with you. For others, it could be that they're ready to heal, but they've still got some emotional wounds going on from the people that they were carrying and the karmics they were interacting with. And for others, I think this is going to be that they just have like they've gotten out of a situation with their main karmic, if they had a girlfriend or boyfriend or wife sort, or the mother of a child or anything like that. They may have like another karmic just behind them that has been instigating things or involved in it in some way. Either way, they're tired of being stabbed in the back, they're tired of being pinned down, and they're ready to ascend. This is the end of those cycles. They're noticing how long they've been stuck in that, and it's really affecting their money. And being earth sign divine masculines, it makes sense that for them is not a good situation, and it's putting them, they're starting to see how being in this cycle is creating, well, it's creating them feeling and noticing they've been very narcissistic. And even on the bottom, you know, they're praying to spirit, and they're also recognizing that they have been in codependent situations. Yeah, and right in the middle, Empress, they're ready to come towards you. And I'm going to pull just a couple of cards here. I'm curious what this energy is here of the passengers in the boat. Thank you, Spirit. Can you please tell us what the energies are here? I mean, this could just be emotional stuff. This could be a need. Maybe they need to move a karmic away. Let's see here. Thank you for a little bit of clarity. Six of Wands reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed. What I'm getting the sense of is that whatever the situation was that they ended up in, it had to do with kids. It could be their own kids, or it could be kids of the karmics. There's some sort of situation too that they got into this because they thought they would be able to plant some sort of roots, some sort of financial or material situation, and it's been all ego. And they recognize that they got no good communication in there. None of what they thought would be planted even got planted. And there is some emotional stuff in there that has to do with their inner child, their inner divine masculine, that they're still kind of not been dealing with. And let's just do one more card here. Okay, yeah, I think for those earthy divine masculines, what it really is, like they're already, the karmics are either already gone, the third party situations are either already done, or they're in the process of getting them away from their situation, but they've still not exactly dealt with their emotions. And especially if they were with you or they were with somebody that was really toxic with them, they need to take a little bit of inward hermit time. And that's good. That's good. Let them do that. Let them really observe what it is that they've been through. Let's look briefly at this Ten of Swords. What cycle is ending for these divine masculines? Thank you for a little bit of clarity. Oh. Of course, it's going to be a sword suit. King of Swords, they're done being overly logical and dry, and that's funny. And they're also done being overly emotional. They're looking for a balance in the middle that they probably didn't have before. Yeah, they're tired of being the wounded warrior and getting cheated on, and they want to be that guy too. Look at that, the Three Kings pop out there. Yeah. Some of them may be coming at you with an apology even. Yeah, so what I'm seeing for these earth sign masculines is that they are they're finally facing some of their emotions, which can be a especially difficult thing for earth signs or anyone with earth dominant placement. But they're ready for their rewards. They're ready for this. They're ready for that beautiful garden in there. They're ready to feel like they're not just in their personal power, but they're in their emotional power, and that they feel comfortable in there. This is the king that happens just before the emperor too. So they, they're still got some things to deal with, but they're almost there. So for those of you that are waiting for somebody, just be a little bit more patient and just have faith. They're almost there. All right, if you'd like any private readings or you'd like to leave any feedback, please feel free to do so in the comments below. And thanks for watching.